here's another skit.
Hey.
Another clever skit. Clever skit.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a big break between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Learn your fucking headroom. I can fit a fucking airplane above your heads.
So, what's new with you?
Well, they had to show that student
shit.
senate was part of it.
What?
They had to have student senate in the shot.
You can still lower it down by
I have
like
a meeting
a
every
foot.
5 minutes. I totally forgot.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out, but I'll see you all later.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Come again.
Really?
What just happened there,
That
guys?
was so forced.
What just happened here, guys?
Wait, that's an Indian meme, and she's not even Indian. She's...
Not gonna lie, for a second I didn't realize that her pants were pants, and I thought she was.
No,
lot
she's
of
wearing...
legs.
Oh my god! She's wearing Ugg boots and yoga pants and a North Face jacket. She's a basic bitch.
You're one pumpkin spice latte from being a stereotype.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So wait a minute. Before we even get to like the explanation, because you know there's going to be an explanation of this. Before we even get into that, what the fuck was that? What? That wasn't even a
forced.
fucking joke. That wasn't even. There wasn't even a setup for that.
If she had said, "I gotta go, I'm late for my job at the 7-Eleven,"
Yep. Oh, thank you. Come again.
right?
Right? Because yeah.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
that's
The
just-
one on the left, she's too fat to work, so she doesn't understand. She's never went to the HR training.
You know what? Like, if she on the left said, I got to work on my
Battery's dying on
Yep. Okay, we're good. But if she said, like, I'm going to go to my 7-Eleven job, and the right person on the right said, thank you, come again, you might have something there at that point. Like, oh, yeah, a lot of foreign people work at the 7-Elevens and the liquor stores and stuff. And ha, ha, ha. Very funny. It's not a fucking event. It's not a fucking movement.
I like how it's the African American woman here doing that, though.
Oh, yeah, thank you, come again. But yeah.
Does this kind of break down the whole thing of the SJW movement where African Americans can't be racist then?
They
But,
can't be racist. They
I'm
can't
just
be
wondering
racist.
if the white guy's gonna talk. Sorry, the Jew.
All right, anyways, let's figure out what happened here, guys. What happened? What the fuck happened?
What the hell is with that man's lavalier?
Anyways, what happened here?
Holy shit, that motion tween.
So,
No, just pop
what
him
just
in.
happened here? This was a microaggression.
That was not a microaggression.
That was
That is
was blatant racism.
racism.
This face was caused by a
Oh my god,
microaggression.
look at her forehead. She's got like a little emblem there because they couldn't fucking crop it right. Video.
And
So
maybe.
she's that alien race from SG1?
Yeah, yes,
Great.
yes.
So her
Yes,
brother
she
is
is.
Teal'c. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we're going to break this down in 3 steps.
3 steps.
Step 1. What exactly is a microaggression? Well, according to Dr. Gerald Wing Su, microaggressions are the everyday
Microaggressions is what your fuck you're doing with your hands right now. What the fuck are you doing with your hands? You're like jacking off your pinky right there.
He's trying to signal to the camera that he's not in a safe space.
whether intentional or unintentional.
He's spinning
rubbing his ring
he's
for
spinning,
good
he's
luck.
spinning his ring because he's nervous, and he's married. Therefore, that's a microaggression to those who choose not to marry, or to us gay people when we couldn't get married. Oh,
Yep.
That's his right hand.
And that's a hematite ring.
oh, you're right. Never mind.
Well, whatever.
Whether intentional or unintentional. They communicate negative messages to people based on marginalized group membership. Now, step 2. What exactly made this a microaggression?
That was
You're-
the
The Simpsons. The Simpsons is all their fault.
There was no micro about that. That was as blatant as you could get.
And she even misraced her because she's at least
She's fucking Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Echolocating
These are the
machine.
important issues.
Well, according to Anesia Sarkeesian, everything's racist, everything's
homophobic,
and you have to point
And
it out.
everything's sexist.
And everything's sexist, you have to point it out.
Yep.
Outside the level of consciousness. In this situation, the unconscious stereotyping was that of another culture's language. And step 3, what can we do to make it better? Just say goodbye.
Just say goodbye.
Or get her a job at 7-Eleven.
What does that even mean? Just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just say no to drugs.
Right? Yeah, because I can't exactly, inject microaggression into my veins. Like, oh god, this racism
Yes.
feels so good. Oh, black people really are
just-
problems with society.
Just
No, it
say
doesn't work like that.
goodbye. Like, hey, I'm going off to Taiwan. Goodbye. Goodbye.
What's up, guys? Goodbye.
I'm going to Florida. Goodbye.
So does this mean then
Say it
that...
in Japanese for the negative connotation of Sanada.
Kambawa.
so does
Kambawa.
this...
So, Rabia, just to get everybody on the same page here, can you explain what it is we're talking about when we talk about safe spaces?
For one group who is marginalized, who is oppressed, to ask for one room on campus just to organize, just to have that as kind of a safe space away from any sort of oppression or trigger, I don't think that would be too much to ask for.
We're teaching them to have a very thin skin. We should be teaching people to have a thick skin. I mean, it's a tough world out there. And to be productive members of society and to fight for a better world, we need to have a thick skin. And it's really regressive, I think, these policies are.
So I guess.
Do you think that's a fair assessment? You know, do you think what Dan's saying is a fair
He's just made the point that I keep making. You never see these SJWs beyond the age of like the college years because once they reach that age, they realize how the world works and they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Right. These people keep
They forget
emphasizing.
their false sense of entitlement
Yeah.
because they realize it doesn't work in the real world.
They keep
Yeah.
emphasizing on this fucking college mentality. Like, there's a video of them yelling, like, we're supposed to be making a home here. Like, no, you fucking idiot. It's a 4-year degree. The idea is that you're supposed to have a fucking job after college. It's not a fucking... It's not a fucking another world
It's not
that you're in.
Broville. It's not fucking Broville. It's not fucking. What was that? What was the name of the movie of the guy who was a veterinarian and he was like in school for 7 years? He got a whole bunch of kids drunk on a party bus.
It sounds like a Van Wilder movie.
Van Wilder. Yes, that was what it was.
And he said, you know what my punishment should be? Make me finish. He grew the fuck up.
Exactly.
Is there a way to combat that?
So again, a lot of people come from very different walks of life and experience very, very different things, right? You can't expect somebody to have a thick skin because that's how society works, right? You can't expect that. There are people who emotionally can't, physically can't, they just can't do it. And to expect them because that's how society works, you should not be blaming that person for not being able to do that. Maybe it's another look on society.
So you're saying
You should be.
What the
You
fuck
should
are
be
you talking
training that
about?
person. Us gay people from fucking birth are trained to have thick fucking skin. We're a community forged in the fires of damnation from fucking religious
But what is
retards and cops.
What is she talking about? Like, we shouldn't expect people to be able to take criticism? I mean...
Taking criticism
I
is
was
an important
bullied.
thing.
I was fucking bullied from fucking 4th grade to 9th. That was 5 years. You know, my only relief was hanging out with one of my best friends during summer. And that was it. And then I had an entire year of fucking bullshit up until my fucking 9th grade. It wasn't until 10th grade when I had some fucking relief. I can't even
Defense
fucking put words to it.
Is there anything left in this bottle?
Right?
Defense mechanism.
Yeah.
There was a little bit
There's no
left.
way to cope.
Is there no way to cope with your fucking problems at college level? At fucking 18? God damn.
Heroin's cheap, kids. Call me.
Right?
That's what you're saying. They're too immature, is what you're saying.
You cannot
you.
equate that to immaturity, though.
Yes, I can.
And I'm not
Yes, I
I
fucking
won't
can
say it's
equate that.
I won't say equated to immaturity. It is equated to being coddled.
Yes.
Yes, coddle. But that is immaturity, though.
It kind of goes hand in hand in the sense that it's like, okay,
It's
you're...
a culture shock.
Yeah, you're okay, like, oh no, you're being oppressed. Oh, let me hold you. You're my safe space right now.
If me and Kier had these same mindsets in IT, we wouldn't be in IT because you know what? The fucking gay joke gets dropped like every 15 fucking minutes. And you know what? They're actually kind of fucking funny. Like, they go like, that guy's got such a bubble butt, I wonder if it bounces when you fuck him. You know, that kind of joke. That's fucking funny. At least it is to me. I mean,
That's a gay joke in itself.
it is a gay joke, but I mean, straight people make those jokes in IT all the fucking time. Because
But
that's like
are you gonna fucking make your day about that joke? Are you gonna fucking take that guy aside and be like, hey motherfucker, that was a microaggression. You really offended me by thinking it's funny that, that guy's gay and having sex and shit. You think you think it's funny? You think gay sex is funny
Yeah,
to
but
you?
see, it's
Is
usually
gay
not-
sex funny to you?
See, it's usually not them that says that. It's usually me who says a joke like that because, we'll have someone come in with a serious lisp. I'm like, man, that guy is such a bottom after he leaves. And everyone's like, thank you for saying what we were all thinking.
Like what happened at work, so in our internal IM system, we can set a portrait. I set my portrait of the picture of that rainbow candy that has sugar all over it, and I called it gay bacon. They're like, oh, that's offensive. And I'm like, you realize I'm gay?
Yeah, bacon.
As, I guess, the token straight guy of this group,
Yeah.
let me say that for most of the conversations and jokes that are made when a bunch of dudes get together is... You listen to a conversation, you're sitting here going, I don't know if this is a bunch of gay people talking or a bunch of straight people talking. There's more butt sex among straight guys at work than there is among the gay community, I'm pretty sure. I get fake raped like 8 times a day. I fake rape my coworkers like 8 times a day.
Like,
we make sucking up jokes all the time. Like, hey, dude, while you're down there, let's go on zip real quick. And they're like, yeah, buddy. He gets into it. They're like, oh wait, customers coming. Like, hey.
it's like it goes back to pick your fucking battles. Are you going to get offended at every fucking little fucking turn that you can, just just to make your goddamn point?
I don't
That's
remember which
useless.
YouTuber made this point, but he pointed out that the generation that's doing this is the generation that's sent to daycare. It feels like the reason why they are so obsessed about being oppressed, the reason why they have this fetish, is because they want attention. They didn't get it from their parents. They're in daycare.
I would not doubt that for a second. Real fucking homophobia is when the FDA denies your HIV medication because they haven't tested it enough yet.
Or just or just even in a blood shortage like we had with the Pulse shooting, denying people for donating blood who are perfectly fucking healthy.
Yeah.
And because we happen to be fucking in a same-sex relationship. Even though they changed the regulations, like someone like me, Andy, and Kier,
I get it though.
Can't fucking donate blood.
Because you've had homo sex within the past year.
Yeah.
And
I get it though.
Sorry, what sexually active, what person over the age of like 14, unfortunately, is going to abstain from sexual relations, especially when in a relationship for over a year?
Right. We live in a world now where the majority of gay people are accepted by families and loved ones.
Yeah.
In a sense, in society,
about 30%.
In society, they're overall accepted. Maybe not specifically like family to gay son relations, but overall in society, they're kind of accepted. And now
At least in Central Ohio.
Yeah. Now it's like they're like pulling at strings, looking for every little thing that they can get at, where there's offense to be had.
Pulled strings, people pull the tampon out of their ass.
Right. People who've had accepting parents, that put them through college.
Well,
all of a sudden are like trying to find reasons to be offended.
Well, and on top of that, they're also super sheltered. Like the real shit that's going on right now in the country against gay people, like still the police brutality against trans women of color and gay men, especially in the South, especially in the Bible Belt.
Yeah,
like
and laws that are passed.
Yeah, they completely ignore that, and then they get actively aggressive with you when you try to educate them on their stupidity.
Like LGBT for Palestine. Okay, you go to Palestine and announce that you're gay or trans and see how long you last.
I'll be part of the cleanup crew to pick up the body pieces.
Right?
There's a world of difference between losing your job and losing your place where you live, and then the shit they're complaining about. Oh no, I've been called something.
Exactly.
Right. Like, they're not going to get kicked out of college for being trans or being gay. That's never going to fucking happen.
Unless they go to a Christian college, which does happen. There's quite a few
but
that's
colleges.
your problem at that
point.
point.
At that point, it's not a public university.
It's a Christian college.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Christian college degrees.
They're not technically private because the government still gives them funds.
It's true, but Christian college is kind of a useless degree.
You know how I feel.
Exactly.
All churches should be taxed because they're a political force.
Exactly.
You can't tell people what safe space they do and do not need. That's on their own self to ask if they need a safe space.
Well, you're right. We've created
right?
a society where people need safe spaces, and you're absolutely right. And I think that we need to reverse these steps. So I think the first step is we should restructure these safe spaces so people still have an opportunity to speak about their issues. I think that's important. I think we should restructure these safe spaces into student groups so the potential for abuse is removed. The potential for abuse of segregation is removed. We can't be segregating students with public funds.
Thank you.
Yes. Good point, because now we have a situation where a lot of fucking Black Lives Matter people are
Not
promoting
exposed
the
to
idea.
alternative viewpoints.
Yeah, are promoting the idea of segregation and police-less communities. Yes, communities where you have no fucking police to call upon. That sounds like a great fucking idea.
Tears for Harambe.
If you're in fucking 1960s civil rights movement, maybe that would have been a good idea, but not anymore. Not necessarily. No, not
A
fucking
gooder
gonna
idea.
happen.
A gooder idea.
Better.
Yeah, good idea.
A gooder idea.
It's gooder.
Gooder.
It's not that alcohol.
Like
That's
an English. We're not drinking shit already.
I can English for real well.
I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. 'Cause
Why
these
you
people
talk
fuck
about
up.
English when there's an Asian in the room? Jesus fuck, guys.
Insensitive. I'm sorry.
Microaggressions.
Microaggressions.
Hey, I'm part
Goodbye.
here.